Hi guys, I'm Kuda Christine and welcome to my channel. On this channel we do tech, lifestyle and vlogs. So if you're into that kind of stuff, please do hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get notified when next I drop a new video. In today's video, I really want to talk about what I do as a software developer because I really get asked this question a lot. People know I'm in tech, they know I code, but when I try to explain what I do, you can see that for a lot of people it doesn't click. So today I'm going to be taking you through it, what my day looks like, what work I actually do, and a simple real life example so that you fully understand what it means to be a software developer. So just like me and you are communicating, right? We're using the language English. Human to computer would need to use a predefined language, which we call programming languages, that allow us to communicate with the computer and to actually let the computer know what we needed to do. Right now I'm currently busy with currently working with C# and .NET, a lot of React and JavaScript, but that's a framework which falls under the same category, tools that we use to tell the computer what to do. So first, my job isn't just sitting down and coding all day. It's a mix of understanding what is really required, planning how to do it, and actually doing it. So a typical day in my life would look like, when I start the day, I would definitely go to my emails, check if there are any emails I might have missed yesterday or any emails that came through early in the morning. Right, get that covered and sorted. Then I have a look at my calendar to see if I have any meetings for the day so that I can better plan my day going forward. After that, I have a look at my ticket list. So a ticket is basically a task that describes what you need to do, right? Depending on where you work, you could have different terms for it. But in this case, I'll just call it a task. So each task is a requirement either coming from a client or it can even be internal. It can range from it being a feature request, it can be a bug or even an error. Before I even touch the code, my first job is understanding what it is that is being asked for properly. Because a client can sometimes say, we'd like a button on a screen that allows a user to download an expenses report. Pretend we are working with a finance application or finance app. It sounds simple, right? But for me, it involves a whole lot of other smaller details, and we're gonna dive into them. As a software developer, I'd now need to ask myself, what is the data that is required to be in this report? Where is this data coming from? Is it in a database? What format does this report need to be? Should it be downloaded as a PDF, Excel, or both? Who is allowed to download this? Is it all the users? Is it just the admin? Is it only the managers? And then is it a feature that is being used on a PC or a mobile device? Because how it behaves will definitely differ because of things like screen size, etc. An application can definitely be created for both. That is what we call a cross-platform application. So once I've understood that, then I now start planning how to actually do the task. Here's how I think about it in simple terms. So first, I'd need a button on the screen, right, that says, say, download report. When someone clicks it, I need to go and fetch the data, maybe data that was logged in the past month. That data, I'd be fetching it from a database. Then I'll now use the programming languages that I mentioned earlier to actually get specific data that I want and to tell the computer what I need. So then I can get values like the rent, the groceries, the transport that was logged for the past month. Then I will now create or load the report and bring back that report to the user, which is the user interface or the browser or wherever they had clicked the button, depending on which platform we are on. So what looks like a simple download button involves a number of layers, namely front end, which is what the user sees, back end, which is where all the logic happens, where all the communication and functions and everything like that happens. Then the database, where all the data is actually being stored. Once I've mapped that out, I now start coding step by step, because it's a very dangerous thing to just go straight into the coding, because you're then more prone, I don't even know if prone is a word, but you are more prone to miss a lot of stuff, and that can in turn cause things like crashing the system or like just returning false data. So after I've coded, I now test these on my local, usually on my PC. Then I now deploy to the test environment, which is where someone else can test. It could be your colleague or an actual tester, depending on your company dynamics, or even the client could be the one who's testing. If all is good and all is in order, then that ticket or task is allowed to move forward into the live environment, which we call production. That's where, when everything is working and we are quite sure it is working, we put it into live. And when I'm done with that task, I grab the next one. That's basically how my day goes up until I knock off. It's not always big, flashy improvements, but those small little tasks or meaningful implementation that makes someone's life easier or the system more useful. Some days I'm fixing bugs, some days I'm creating new features or new screens, other days I'm optimizing the system, maybe it's slow, just improving how fast the report would load, basically making the system much more useful as a whole. So you can see a lot of it is problem solving. It's a lot of logic, testing, tweaking, and making sure the system or the task meets the requirement. It's mostly quiet focus, debugging, and just figuring things out. So yes guys, that is what I actually do as a software developer. It can sometimes seem repetitive, but it's definitely not repetitive, due to the fact that the tasks are never exactly the same. So there's always some bit of change, some bit of newness, if that makes sense. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, that red one, or now white. It's completely free. Hit the bell so that you get notified when next I drop a new video, and definitely leave a comment down below to just let me know, or us as the audience, what you thought about the video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.